Our current quest on today's adventure in Tales of Arise is to talk to our crew here and see how they feel about going to fight a space god who has like enslaved a race of people and is sapping energy from our planet. Let's see. Forgot we were all on a beach holiday for this.
It's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
He had
What
no
do you think
idea
about
he was an
everything
alien.
we've learned about the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hell-bent on trying to destroy our
Is that really
planet,
that much worse?
then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Danans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us,
To be told these
that they're
humans are just
actually
humans.
like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helgan Quill and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible. But at the same time,
Quill is still
I
a weird
realize that
name.
not every Danan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Danans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too
ancient
kindly.
alien race that
Even just among the
supposedly
Danans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some
drops
who won't.
humans off on Earth a
I think
billion
if we
years
can
ago
find
and
a way to
started
get
us
rid
or
of that
something?
imbalance,
Isn't that like
then
a
we'll be in a
conspiracy
truly
or
good
theory?
place.
Well, first we can try to
Maybe not a
figure out what to
conspiracy
do
theory,
about
but
the
just a,
existing
space
conflicts we have.
Human origin
Yeah.
theory.
It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task. We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
I guess I
And
should
we
have
all have to
figured
figure
that
out how to meet halfway.
the big thing Kisara
Not
would have
just
been thinking
that,
about would have been
to
like,
also
hey,
embrace each other's pain in a sense.
the implications this has
That's
for
an
the
interesting way of
people who
putting
have been
it.
warring for the
It's
last
true.
3 centuries.
Everybody
is gonna
has their
be-
own scars,
gonna be something.
their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning, but I think it's a good first step, if nothing else. And now, I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our
Beach outfit
planet
is
isn't
making
going
this
to get wiped
conversation
out.
tough to focus on, isn't it, fellas?
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything
We've been inducted
seen,
into an
we don't have
intergalactic
the
war
energy
with
to
a
keep being
spirit.
shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
Yeah. I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Danan mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is. But I was thinking, if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right? I know it's not as simple as all that, but Danans probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't
People
surprise
will
me.
be people.
300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Okay, thank you,
Yeah.
Tronop. Did they explain
I
last
know
time that they
firsthand
turned
just how
Dan and
much
mages
hatred can take hold in your heart
into
once you
Renans
let
with
it in.
nanomachines or something weird?
But even so, I was still
I do
able
remember
to
there being
change.
some funky
And if I can
explanation
change,
for
so can
magic
anyone
stuff.
else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danan and a mage
See, I always
to
spell
help bring
I
both
to know
sides
as one
together.
word.
Renwell.
But I guess
That great spirit worries me too, though.
it does make more sense to split
Dana's
it, even
will
if you're gonna
feels
spell
so
it that
warm
way.
and inviting.
But I was just thinking
So
it was,
why
I
is
don't know.
Rena's will
Like, it's all
trying
one
to
word.
destroy our entire planet?
Now that you mention it, Everett 35 and the other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dan is still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
There's a hallway. What you gotta say, Law?
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memory started coming back
This
to
one
me,
was still a
I
fun
felt
name for a town.
completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Oh yeah, you weren't
it
there.
was.
We were busy
But
rescuing you.
thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
That was when
Man,
Law was like a
I
true
think
bro, and
you
he was
might
like,
be
come
a
on,
better
dude, you
guy
gotta
than me,
stop
Alphen.
sulking. We gotta save your girl.
All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can be honest with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I was
know
just
this
a
is going to
simple
sound strange
spy
coming from
turning
me,
in my fellow
but
countrymen just a few months
maybe the key
ago.
is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons. But I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell.
So I told no one and did
But
nothing.
that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about.
Just getting all muddled,
Yeah.
man.
I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about, all I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Man,
Yeah.
Alphen, you really are 300
Yeah,
years
I
old.
think
It's
it
like
does.
you've got enough time and knowledge to have all the
It's
answers
like a
for
big
all of
weight's
us.
been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have.
When you're done
I
being a
think
hero,
that's
maybe you
best.
could be like a therapist or something. Dohalim is the new
apologize for making you
president
witness
of
that.
Earth.
You mean hearing the origins of the
We've
Renans?
decided that he would probably make a
Indeed.
good leader.
It's
of the
shocking to have so
dual
many
realms.
things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been
Plus, the
constantly
special
feeling
effects
like
on the
this
spaceship are way too
ever
good to be
since your
fake.
memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living
Pogo, I
on
don't
Lenegus
think
or
anyone's
Dana,
going to
right?
AWA.
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit
think
from
I've heard anyone
annihilating
talk
Dana,
about it.
our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegus or come down to
Okay,
Dana,
Rejix, that's
huh?
when everyone joins the party again.
And right
they'll
now,
We'll make them
Lennius might
happy.
not
We'll
even
put
be
a
safe
giggle
option.
in those eyes.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to embrace Renans with open arms. If the issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us.
Ah,
And
most
the
people
victims of
only
our
remember the
rule
last like 60
have
to 80
absolutely
years,
every
though.
right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still
Well, when they
change
learn
if
their
you have the
home
right
planet's
people to
nothing
help
but a
lead the way.
shell for an evil
Isn't that what you
god, they
hope to
might be a
achieve on
little bit
Menegus
more okay with
after
what's
this is
going
all
on.
over?
Indeed, I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined. On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
No, I refuse.
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take
Speak
it that you'll
softly,
be the
carry
one
a
to
burning
represent the
sword.
Renans?
Please,
Yes,
Alphen.
I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why.
13 Absols will also change my
You're the
player
same as ever,
character
Dohalim.
once all this stuff
Is it too much?
No, relax.
expositioned.
You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
I don't understand the concept.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise,
I was a
Alphen.
slave. I never met my
And I'll
parents.
ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Well, it sounds
I
like
can't
everyone's
believe
learning
the
from their past
Flat
and
Renan
using it to
society
create a better
was
future
right
for
all
everyone.
along.
What about you,
It
Sheila?
wasn't a sphere.
How
It
do
was
you
just
feel
a
about the
rounded
origin
shell.
of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never
big
imagined that I'd
bummer.
be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope.
Yeah, 300
that
years ago,
somehow
we still had,
someone
like,
in
there
the
were
future would be
the
able
whole
to stop it before it was
Danan's
too
being
late.
taken to Rena thing had already
How
happened.
it fell on us, of all people,
And
to
Renans
heed
had just
that
come
call
back.
is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people,
Wait,
even
are
and
we just-
especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving.
I mean, I know we're
So it
talking about
goes
some
both
pretty
ways,
big
right?
things here, but I feel like there's been
Is that what you're saying?
a decent amount of circle talk. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe that's just me.
I don't just mean forgiving
But I
things
feel
that
like it's
happened
been a
in the
lot of
past
like,
either.
wait,
Conflicts
if these
will
two
keep
countries are
happening.
gonna have to come
If
together,
we have any hope of moving
they're
on
gonna
and
have
building
to
a better
move on
future,
from all the bad things
we
they
have
did to
all
each
learn
other.
to forgive each
Well,
other.
particularly one
You
did
know,
to the other.
You're right. People can
Some people are
hurt
just
one
gonna have to
another
nod and
without
go,
even meaning to.
okay.
I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
Oh, well, good. You're a healer. It'd be nice if you would like to continue living
Well,
for us.
is everybody
I mean,
ready to
and
do
your
what
sake, of
needs to be
course.
done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dan is still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world.
Song's
And
creeping
it's
back
going to take
in.
not just
It's
our
time for an
home,
Alphen speech.
but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy.
Dun, 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 dun,
But it's
dun,
not
dun.
only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision.
I say that
To hear
vision's
Shion tell her?
bullshit.
It's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain.
I think it's kind of like
At the
how
very least, though.
Renwell,
think
you
it's
know the
possible her
X-Man
thorns are a part of the
Cyclops and
Great
how his
Spirit.
eyes are actually a portal to a dimension of sheer force.
While the main
I
body
think
resides in Rena.
inside Shion is just kind of a door to Rena.
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
What happens if you touch the Great Spirit? Does the thorns even affect itself?
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Hevric 35 has been observing the Great Astral Spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
Oh, plan? No, I've spent the last few hundred years building up the courage to ask someone.
Our mind.
Alright, hold on, let me get these outfit requests out of the way before I forget everybody in Giggle Glasses. Good thing we must have had a request last time to put everyone in glasses, because everyone's already wearing glasses, so it's an easy switch. And I will be Claw.
Are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
It's a Hevric of a time. Oh, wait. So did we just have that like whole conversation in the elevator on our way here? I thought Hevric was in here. Is he in the upper area? Where is he? Central level. Okay. Couldn't find where it was trying to tell me where to go.
Do you have your answer for me?
We want to ask something first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly
And it's
do you
pretty
expect us
funny,
to do that?
as you can see with my
You
facial
must have
expression.
something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest
Still
of the
think
body,
Dolim should
and
have
is
a
where
skin
its
color
strength
option
is
for his
most
Google
densely
glasses.
concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the great spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renus Alma. You will also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our best tools for suppressing
That's
and
us!
controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renus Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
Yep,
She was
that's what
actually
she has
right
to do.
all along.
By my calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Lol, who
Any
cares?
matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
So it really will kill me.
This method is the most simple one available to destroy the great spirit, and is therefore our most reliable
But it's not
option.
the only one. Tell us
What
what
are our
else we
other
can do.
options?
Yeah.
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die. That we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her.
Well, this is a lot
We
bigger
didn't
than
fight
you,
this
tough
whole
guy.
time just
Get
to give
over
up on
it.
her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
She
This
also
plan
seems
shall lead
down.
to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her. 300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegis in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains,
Have you
it
been
will be
watching
all but
Boruto?
impossible
It's
to
kind of
fully
like the
eradicate
karma.
The great spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole. Without the Maiden's direct control over the great spirit, attacking it is futile and will only serve to strengthen it.
No.
Wait. Naori said that the Renus Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns can be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Lol, what? No
can
way.
it?
Does not compute.
It is true that the Renus Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
But then it would be alive, and I don't like that
However,
plan.
doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony, considering that the Renus Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed. I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
I'm blowing up your ship.
Your starship will not be restored, and you will all be unable to leave here.
I mean, what if we say we're gonna do it and then we
Why
do what we
you?
want to do?
Fine then. I'd rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alphen?
Whatever we do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that
I
happen,
do not understand the term
and we have
screwed,
nothing to gain
but
either way,
it seems you're
then
very
I'd rather
passionate
do
about this
nothing.
point.
we want to stop Dana from getting destroyed. We want to save it. But not if it means having to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
You dare disrespect a being such as myself?
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
You'll agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement. I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
They're not friends of mine. Just because we look the same
It
doesn't
is
mean we
likely
all...
that the Renis
Never
Alma
mind.
is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
According to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the
He's
center of
whispering this
Rena,
line.
where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
I have one more question.
I feel like
You've said that Rena's great astral
Something about
spirit is already integrated with the
Law's
planet.
hand looked really weird there, like it was missing.
What will happen to
polygon
Rena
or
once it
something,
vanishes?
and I wanted to cut back so I can see it.
Without the will of the Great
Maybe it's
Spirit,
just his wrist guard was the
Rena
same
is
color as
predicted
before,
to
so it looked like it was
collapse.
gone.
Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Likely, the collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Okay, so
Man.
prediction, we're gonna beat Great Spirit or whatever, we're gonna be running to escape, and then something comes up to stop us. And it's gonna, like, you know, the last form of the Great Spirit or something is like, haha, I'm still alive, and the planet's collapsing, you're too late, and we'll just barely make it out in, like, with seconds to spare.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Havrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all. Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Excellent.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to.
Hey man,
Remember
I'm
that.
still the one repairing your ship. No need to
It
be
matters
rude.
little to me. The end result shall be the same.
Yeah, we're definitely going
Repair
straight to
work
Rena,
on your
not
starship
checking
has
up on our
commenced.
side quests
You'll
or
have to
anything.
wait until it's finished.
Man, is it too much to ask for
Hey,
Havrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can feel my brain starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait. Once...
Oh, first we got some skits.
Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
It's how I like to
Seriously, it's
stretch.
fine.
Give me a break,
I'd rather
Ringo.
that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
No, Renwell,
I
never.
guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did.
Roxas, I
Always.
have never played Subnautica, but it looks
So
fun.
numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until
It's
I get
cool.
rid of these
I don't
thorns,
touch people.
I
It's
guess I'll
sort
have
of
to
my
put up
thing.
with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
I can't wait to try my best to not tear up when that happens in the ending cutscene.
Is the Renis Alma
When she gets
really
to
our
hug the
only hope
party and they
against the
don't
Great Spirit?
die.
There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right? Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calaglia, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides,
But then we
this is
used
the
that to
Great
tear down
Spirit
that
we're
wall,
talking
which was
about,
pretty cool.
Not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrect 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Yo, what up, stud? To take some time to completely repair your starship, I suggest you all get some rest in the interim. Sure. Still want to know if the thorns cause actual harm or pain. Seems like something I should have investigated in case Alpha needed to carry Shion for a while back when he couldn't feel pain. Yeah, I also thought like we should have used the thorns offensively. Like be like, okay, you know, we're fighting this lord or whatever. We'll
still
distract
thinking
him.
about what the
Shion, you sneak
scientists
up behind and
told us
hug him, and it'll just incapacitate
About where
him.
Renans really come from?
It went through armor,
I
so
am,
like we know it,
but
it
not for
wouldn't protect.
myself.
Like people would not
You're
have
worried
protection
about
from
the
it,
future of the Renan
presumably.
people.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
But you still intend to confront this truth head on, don't you?
Well, I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as
Papanir, I don't
dream
think
of
it's a smart
retirement,
idea to front
I shall
load
remain
skits when you get
dedicated
to a
to
new
the
place.
cause.
I try to do them,
I'm sure you'll do great.
which I'll admit I wasn't great on them through this
Now that I
playthrough, but I
think
try to
about
do
it,
them naturally.
I don't
throughout,
believe I've
like,
ever
an
heard you
area.
criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
I'm no saint. I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan.
Them
But
darn
you changed
Renans.
that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good, and that was a start.
Your words make me
When it
very
comes
happy,
down
as
to
you
it,
can see
Renans
in my
are
eyes.
just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
I understand what you're saying, but we're talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike.
But what if I think I'm kind of a lone psycho
Realistically
who's
speaking,
going Joker mode?
surely they won't all
Can
be able
I
to get
relate to
along.
people?
Even if we end up butting heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright.
Sounds like
To
Libby
deal
bullshit,
with one another
Kisara.
as humans, and nothing more. That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost. Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is
Is
over?
the thing that thing on her bag that
Indeed,
has
I
the
do.
tail? That's
I don't know whether
is
I'll
that a
be able to
mascot from one of
reside
the
in
earlier
Lenegis
games,
proper, however.
or is it just a
My
new
first
thing?
order of business may be to find
'Cause it
somewhere
looks
to live.
kind of familiar to me, but I
You'll
don't
always
know.
have a home in Menancia, you know.
As I shall ever keep
It
in
might
mind.
also be a weird color,
Well,
since I think
if
she's
you
not
ever need
wearing
a helping hand,
costume
don't
one.
hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara. I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all,
Uh-oh.
don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Are they gonna hook up, chat? I honestly don't think I've ever thought of them as a romantic couple, but, you know. The music, the tone there. We're getting all of our little pairs. I still think that
Hey,
Law
why'd
might
you
have
call
a
me
crush
here?
on Renwell.
Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle. So I wanted to apologize.
This entire
while I
game was
can.
just one big triple date. I
Apologize?
love it.
For what?
For hiding my real feelings for you,
I was
Renwell.
being real stupid before. About whether Dana's will had been controlling us and all that. I get why you're angry now. Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Renwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried.
Also
Who
basically
wouldn't be if
recruited
they
them in
found out
pairs.
there
That's
might be
true.
some invisible force pulling our strings this
Renwell
whole
and Law
time?
had a little bit of time between each other, but they were basically both in Cislodia.
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it. But I think I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made
The
me
whole
want to
planet was
believe my
giving me a
powers were
big,
made to
warm
connect
hug.
with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad.
Yo,
you almost
Kami.
need it to
Welcome
be
to
kind.
the chat. Glad to have you.
Yeah.
We're
Well, all right.
living out a
Then I
space
promise I'll
triple
lay off
date
bad
drama.
mouthing it.
And
You
maybe
will?
we're gonna kill God later.
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
Because I trust you.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
Feeling a pretty great
That's
spirit
not
well
quite
up.
true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it
Is
has a
everyone
will
gonna
of
be able
its
to
own.
use dark astral
But
arts for a
I
sec?
think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us? In a way, doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will. So if we all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us,
Yeah. Maybe.
Does that mean I can use magic
Effort
spells?
35 might know the answer. But You know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for. That's who I am now. Who I've become.
Later, John Constantine. Have a good night.
So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Ah,
I always feel weird having characters run around in their swimsuits, but I actually think a lot of them look pretty good in this game.
To be honest, the only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean,
It's just,
it
you know, I
mostly
usually feel like
was-
it doesn't really fit.
I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
huh?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Near confession.
No, what were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember
Come
saying
on.
anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were
No,
thinking?
that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
I guess it's just you're kind of funny for a mage. But seriously, what were you going to say?
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
I can't.
With a view like this?
I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is.
Guys, we're going to be doing some side quests. Don't worry. We've got a whole arena
How are
thing to
you
do.
doing, Shion?
Sword Art Online stuff is in town.
Same as you, still trying to absorb everything.
Remember when it was so simple? We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? All of that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Our problem seems so small this far away.
Ages and ages ago.
We could just take
Everything
the
that's
spaceship and
happened
leave.
since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
If I hadn't
I've
run
been
into you
playing
that
on
day,
moderate
well, I
difficulty.
wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, and Laika's not long dead.
Laika's not long dead. Laika's not is a phrase I've definitely heard, but I don't even
Hey,
I don't
Alvin,
know exactly where it's
I want you
supposed
to
to go in
promise me
sentences.
something.
Like what it means. Like,
Yeah?
Like more or
If
less.
we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do. Like Hevrect 35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back,
that you'll kill me and finish
you'll
this.
use the blazing sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
Huh?
Look into
It's
my
true the
eyes and
blazing
ask me to
sword
do
may
that.
not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
You can't be serious. Have you forgotten everything that
Listen,
we've...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike.
I really appreciate that you want me to get through this fight, but look,
We don't know what's going to happen when we face it.
if you don't
but
kill
we
me
need to
and
be
we
prepared for
destroy both
anything.
planets, I'm gonna
We
feel
can't
so
second guess
guilty.
ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got.
Like it's not is essentially
if it
probably or
comes
most
down to
likely.
it-
Okay.
I need you to be prepared too.
Okay. But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end.
I don't know if I've heard this
I hope you
backtrack
can
before.
forgive me for that.
Alphen. Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
Thank you, Shion.
Yo,
it's a
Single
promise
Soul,
then?
thank you for gifting those 10 subs, man.
Yeah, it's a promise.
Welcome everybody. Oops. I don't know if the sound cuts out for you guys, but it does for me when I accidentally unplug my
I remember
PS4
how I
controller.
felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice. After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes. In
People
my
never wanted to
entire
touch
life,
me again.
I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you.
Well, I couldn't feel pain.
I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Sorry, it wasn't a genuine affection that I was touching you with. It's just, you know,
Even
I
once
didn't
you
even
could,
notice.
though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me.
Well,
And when
okay,
you did,
do
I
that.
felt this warmth that I had never known before.
Don't do it, don't do it. I can feel pain now. This won't be as pleasant as you think.
But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
You think so?
Oh yeah, Tronop. I think
I do, because
kissing would maybe be among
Shion,
some of the most painful
I,
things that could happen
No.
with her and her thorns.
You can tell me once my thorns are gone. Okay?
Thanks,
Yeah.
Single Soul. Still making your way
Okay.
through up to part 2 now. Here's your appreciation. Oh, thank you. This game's been good. I like it. I think it will rank high in my overall list of Tales games.
Everybody get enough rest? We ready for this?
Yeah, we should probably get moving.
Agreed. Can't stand around waiting all day.
Our task is relatively straightforward. We need only descend down to Rena, defeat the Great Spirit, and restore stability to both worlds.
We're fighting for a new future for both Dana and Rena.
Right. We've come this far. We will save our worlds.
I don't think I realized we
That's
were
a
like.
promise.
I mean, these games love to tell
Then
you
let's
it's
go,
going to be
everybody.
the end, and then it's not.
We've
But this
got
feels
one
like
last
this
wall
is
to tear
actually the
down.
end. And
Repairs on your
didn't
starship
think it
are
would come up
complete.
this quick.
Everything is in working order.
Like, I'm sure we're gonna have
Is that you,
big
Level 35?
dungeon.
You can see us from where you are?
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrect 35
You
a
didn't see
break.
what me and Rinwell
It
did last
has
night,
been
did you?
stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Warp drive? Wait, you mean like what the Red Women
Blip
used on
from
us?
planet to planet, all
What
you want.
brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Wait, should?
You'll need to be
It's
careful.
not an exact science.
Due
It's
to
more
the
of a
force field
guess.
surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
So, once we reach the shell, it appears we'll have to infiltrate the core by foot.
There's your last dungeon.
Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will all the Helganquil go back to normal once we defeat the Great Spirit?
Will we have just
I
a
have
neighbor
strange
planet of
feeling
weird
we're going to
alien
have
people?
to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage.
Kill them with
As
zero
such,
regard,
It would
friends.
be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Can't that thing lighten up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
Don't call me that in front of the
Hold up,
others.
did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
As Sovereign, your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary. Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
Why do you go on without labels?
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the
I
end.
can't hear you over the swelling choir.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically
I don't
improbable.
believe in coincidence.
Why have you two continued to persist under these conditions?
Would it not be easier to die?
It's hard to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand.
You gotta be in this shit. That, I can't
All
remember.
right.
Have wrecked. Alright, someone requested all of the sword art outfits. And angel wings and halos. So. Can't remember what hers was called. Oh wait, actually there's also hair, isn't there? Yeah. Is it this one? I think it's this one. They didn't give any costume requests for everyone else, but I'm gonna say we're done with the whatchamacallit, beach episode. Ooh, where are you? Halo. We never have him in that. Oh, the buddies are at the end, so it's definitely not that. I think this is the first time we've had her get rid of the Hoodle doll in a while. Oh wait, Law has a sword art outfit. What am I doing? Yeah, that one. Bada boom.
Time to get back on the Fall Knights.
Wait, where am I going? I didn't even notice this guy sitting here. Thanks for your happy bottles, man. Who do I gotta talk to get out of here? Okay. For some reason, I thought that was grayed out. Wait. Is my only option to take off for Rena? I can't swing back by Dana for a sec?
It would appear that our Helganquil host really has fulfilled its end of the bargain.
You know what that means. Time
Boy,
to
that's
go
a
to
lot of
Rena.
halos.
I guess this means we should give that warp drive a spin.
We did it. Trust us. That was a warp. Or wait, or is that not Rena? That's definitely Rena, right? It has the exploding flower. Yeah, okay. The exploding flower in the back. Nom, 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 nom. Boy, I love this astral energy. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, jeez. Is that like an ocean of liquefied people? Or is that just water, you think? Is the game that dark?
There's nothing here. This weird ocean we're surrounded by just stretches out everywhere. Is this really where the Helganquil come from?
I don't sense even a trace of astral energy. This world is dead.
Then this must be the hollowing.
Yeah, it is.
You mean to tell me this whole world, the entire ocean is that stuff?
And it's covering everything. The entire planet.
This is basically a literal planet-wide ocean of blood.
This is what the Great Spirit does. After it depleted this planet of every last speck of astral energy, it went after Dana.
So arresting. This world of doom.
Back in its day,
Now, Doom's pretty
Rena was
different. I think
probably
Doom takes
just
place
as
on
vibrant
Mars.
as Dana is. But after being robbed of its astral energy for so long, those days are gone and past. This is all that will remain.
So the Great
Wait, no,
Spirit
Doom's
took
hell.
everything. It stole
Right.
energy not just
Or is
from
Mars
living
a portal
beings,
to
but
hell?
the land,
Something like that?
the
I can't
sea,
remember.
everything.
And it bound the Helganquil in servitude until their whole world was nothing but this. And by the looks of it, that's how it remains to this day. A world of death and emptiness.
With nothing left here to consume, the Great Spirit turned its sights on Dana, looking for another host.
I do kind of
You're
like
saying
this
if we don't
sort of
stop it,
twist, I feel
this
like,
is
where
what
it's like
Dana's going to look like?
usually spirits are these, you know,
We can be sure that
ancient
even these
beings
few
from within the
remaining
planet
remnants
itself
of
or
Renan
whatever, but
life
they're like, this
will not
ancient
be
spirit's just
spared
a
in the
parasite going from planet to planet, messing it up.
The oblivion and darkness both Shion and Naori saw comes to pass.
Mars had the portal to
Nothing
hell.
will
Okay.
survive.
All right, that's what I thought.
It looks like we can climb down from there.
Yeah, well, give me
Let's take
a
a look.
peek at that later. We gotta go back to Dana, you guys. Come on. Ooh. Title card.
So this is Rena. This is where everything began. Yet it's a dead world?
I won't let Dana suffer
Oh
the same
my
fate.
goodness, you
ever.
guys. We just got the most important news ever. There's more owls. We gotta go. Also, I just remembered something. There's somewhere I never went. Was it? Okay, yeah. So I want to go Gates of Fire, I think. I got a key to that door and I never opened it.
That was quite the little
And
adventure
I
we
have
went
been
on.
curious about what's there for like ever. Oh, let's kill some level 1 monster babies.
Gotta break through! It's time!
Have you ever considered a defensive approach?
What?
There we go.
Sit around and wait for them to get me first?
Over so soon?
Ain't got shit on me.
What's on the other side of this door anyway?
Yes,
Why
yes.
ask me when you can just open it and find out?
Into that grotto. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Oh, I saw something.
This is...
Wait, some kind of bath? Is this gonna be like our bathhouse scene that I feel like Tales games always have?
But this is...
Right.
There's sausages? Actually, they're wieners. Wait, what? What's happening?
Kisara.
New recipe?
Oh,
Balsif was hoarding his wieners. I can't believe Balsac was hoarding wieners.
Wow!
I'm 12 years old. This joke's great. This is the other use for horse meat, if there is one. It might not have horse meat in it, though. We got the wiener recipe! Well, okay, didn't expect that.
Nice one, Alphen.
Thanks. Gotta keep up with the competition.
Personally, I prefer Bologna.
Bologna. What do we get? What do we get? A royal cake?
I found some equipment.
Let me take a look at it.
A witch dress? And an omega elixir. Okay, not as exciting as the last one. Witch dress, pretty sure is yours. But it's not as good as what we already had, so, you know. And who would have a cape? Would that be, yeah. Hey, all right, yours is better. Omega elixir is very good. You know, not gonna pretend it's not a great item. Wait, is that all that's in here? Not gonna lie, I kinda expected this to be like a secret dungeon or something. Oh well. Good treasure, I guess.
Hey! Hey, I just realized something!
Is this about dinner last night? I didn't realize those ingredients were off.
What? No! I mean, wait, you fed us rotten food?
Rinwell, the point.
Oh, yeah, right. So I was thinking about those armored soldiers we've seen. There are regular Renans inside them, right?
Yeah, they're designed to make whoever's wearing them stronger. At least, I think that's the idea.
Right. So it kind of begs the question then, why are they made so huge?
I don't know, makes them more
Yeah, to be
intimidating,
scary.
I guess? Or maybe all that tech wizardry inside takes up a lot of space.
You don't think it's weird how the armored soldiers are the exact same height as the Helganquil?
Can't say I'd ever noticed it till now. And?
Connect the dots, Law!
Okay, let me get this straight. You think the armored suits might have originally been designed to allow Renans to work alongside the Helganquil?
Huh. But if that's true, what would that mean?
It would mean... just that, I guess. But still, don't you think it's kind
History
of
law!
Not hugely. Hey, Kisara, well, I've got you. What's on tonight's menu? Because I was thinking, maybe meat?
Get him, Hoodle.
We did just get those wieners.
What did I do?
Oh, now you want to listen. Keep pecking, Hoodle.
Ow! Seriously, what the hell?
Wow. Cruelty among the ranks. Unbelievable. And right after we find the treasure bathhouse or whatever. Lots of skits today.
You know, guys, when you think about it, we've taken out a lot of Zoogles. Like, a whole lot.
You can say that again. If one thing's for certain,
Am I gonna
in
get
this
like all the
world,
end game
is that wherever
skits
we
now
go,
where it's like
we'll
after a
always
certain
end up
point in
bumping into
the
them.
game you can unlock these
Isn't
if you
it weird that they're still so
progress enough.
plentiful?
And since I love to
You don't
grind,
think the
I have.
Renans have, like, a ranch where they breed them, do you?
Certainly in all of my years, I've never heard of them constructing such a massive facility on Dana, let alone up in Lenegis.
The only thing I can think of, then, is that the feral ones must be
What would Hoodle's
reproducing on
Pokemon
their
moves
own.
be? Well, obviously Peck.
There's also no organized effort on our part to hunt them down, so it's
Bet it can do
difficult to fully
Screech.
exterminate them.
Exterminate them? Whoa, don't you think that's maybe a
Growl
little
or
harsh?
something.
What do you mean?
Zoogles originally used to be living creatures native to Dana and Rena, right? Being genetically modified isn't their
Ooh, baby
fault.
doll eyes, definitely.
You're right. Zoogles were only created because of us Renans. We altered the original creatures to suit our own ends.
Does it pretend to cry
First,
with fake
people made
tears? be one?
Zoogles. Then we
Helping
let them
hand,
go.
maybe. Does
Now
it does
we're
seem like
trying
a
to kill
support.
them because they're a threat. They really have only seen the very worst, huh?
I hope we find a way to be able to live side by side with them one day.
It's a nice thought, but they attack towns and cities. What else are we supposed to do?
Aside from the strays that have gone wild, it's worth remembering that Renans are able to keep them somewhat under control.
If we had
Astral
distinct
arts, maybe?
territories that didn't overlap, that might reduce the danger they pose.
Well, I guess when you look at it that way, maybe people and Zoogles aren't so different after all.
Some are crazy beasts, others are just people, dude. Ooh, new side quests! It begins. Let's take it back to the very first city we were ever in. And by city, I mean slave camp.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Oh, hi, Alfred. Hey, Cole, what's up? You don't look too hot, kid. Whoa. I'm really hungry. Even with the Renna gone, there's still not enough food to go around. That's not good. Is there any way we can bring some from outside Calaglia?
Yes.
We have been. Thanks to your hard work, we managed to establish trade routes and have little food coming in. But other places are not very well off either, so there's only so much we can broker between realms. Especially since this realm was nothing but rocks and sand.
Just great.
Wish something more could be done. There's still hope. I heard there's a merchant from Cislodia who's visiting Glanamede Castle.
How's this?
Mind talking to him
Got
for
it.
us? All right, I know where that is. That's in the water realm place. In the meantime, have this bread. Shan always comes prepared with food. Glanamede or wait, was Glanamede Castle? Was that the water city? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was. Might also be the Menancia city. Oh, is that the fire one? Oh, well, geez. Well, what do you know? You're right. First, we'll go down the list, though. Tyrosine! Thank you for showing up, and Amer for gifting you a sub months ago that you're continuing to use.
We finally made it.
It's really not a far walk, man.
Yeah.
Trivia, I will probably be doing side quests for a big chunk of the stream, I think. But also, I don't know how long I'm going to go, so there could be a lot of stuff today. Seems like you folks are staying pretty busy.
Hey.
Could say that. You seem to be in high spirits yourself, Grenar. I try. I like to think I'm good at staying positive, if nothing else. After all, with everyone so scared right now, it's important for guys like us to stand tall and keep hope alive. You know. You said it. What's got you all down in the dumps? I'm fine, I guess. Don't sound like it to me. If Zephyr saw you like that, he'd be none too pleased. Grenar, cut him some slack. What'd I say? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just remembered that Nath said he had a favor to ask you guys. Talk to him yourselves.
Just
Tell him I sent
great.
you. Stuff with Zephyr. I mean, your dad. Still weighing on your mind, huh?
Yes.
I've known every Crimson Crow since I was in diapers, so I know better than anyone just how much they revered him. It's not like anyone's pointing the finger at me, but it's hard to stop imagining that they don't hate me somehow. You wanna wait here while I talk to Nath?
Thanks.
No, come along. No, like waiting around is gonna make me feel any better. Mixed feelings. I mean, we couldn't just start the side quest with this guy, I guess.
Huh?
Well,
Ask you the same thing. Granard said us to talk to you, said you had a favor to ask. You know the Iglia Waste? There's a Zoogle there we want you to take care of. Is it the one that's behind that rock that they won't let me fight? Now we managed to contain it and block off the roads, but who knows when it'll break loose and cause trouble again.
right.
Guessing you want us to go and make sure that never happens. More or less, yeah. But I'm not asking you to do it, Alphen. I want Law to take care of it. Got a problem with that?
All right.
I guess.
I was with these guys. First Grainer starts acting weird. Now Nath? It's me. This is because I got my dad killed. Aw. No, it's fine. It's the least I can do after what I put these guys through.
Got it.
I'll be back. We said we couldn't help you. We'll come too. All right. Is this going to be a side quest that I'm going to need to come back for later, you think? Because I don't know what to expect. TBH.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
No! We're going to murder instead. I'm still getting level 1 ores. I thought people said that they would be higher level now. Oh, I guess there's some level 3. Ah! Stay away! Stay away! Stay away! I don't want to waste time fighting you.
Is this the barrier that's keeping the Zoogle in that Nath mentioned?
Looks like it. Our Zoogle pal should be on the other side.
This barrier is weird. It looks old and half-finished. Plus, he said it was okay to break.
I mean, we won't need it anymore once the Zoogl's gone, right? So what does it matter?
Bring it down.
Did they really think that barrier was enough for a Zoogl like that?
It was. That thing was sturdier than you give it credit for.
Really?
You're just really tough, man. All right, hold on. I don't know what this is gonna be like, so let's cover our bases here real quick.
So that's the Zoogl, huh? This should be a piece of cake.
Don't get careless, Law.
That's not the Zoogle. That's
You
just
can
its
tell
tongue.
it's tough just looking at it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it'd probably mess us up good.
Well, then let's run in and fight it. 53. That doesn't seem too high.
This one's tough.
That said, I haven't played in a second, so which one's? I can't tell which one's the thing. I think that's gonna be its weak spot.
But we have
Stop
no
it, Keston.
choice.
Let me know if you need
I
healing.
remember that.
Bet that shell's hiding something tasty.
Also, what type is it? Water. So fine. Did it?
Got it.
Ouch, that hurts. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is harder than I thought.
Its armor's too strong.
Then I'll split it
Get
open.
that real quick.
Be my guest.
Now you see what I can do. Eat this.
One's all mine.
Break that armor.
I'm on a
Quickly
roll
do
now.
Rising circuit.
Mystic Art.
Ow,
Ow. Whoa. Okay.
Pay for that. An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut
Okay,
him
this
down.
thing might be a little tough. Or maybe I just need to use Alphin's crazy power!
Here, let me help.
Not today.
I'm going to need to use all
Swallow
the
down.
power of my
Take this.
I'm not done. Sword Rain Alpha.
Yes, give me all my health back, baby.
No further.
Inferno cross.
Stop it from casting its spell, damn it. Law! Ow. Okay, this is doing a whole lot of damage. Might be higher level. I think. What level are we? Can I see that real quick? No. I'm starting to think we're not 50.
That'll bring you down.
46 is your highest? Okay, cool. Maybe we weren't ready for this like I thought.
All right, let me at him.
Rending blast.
I'm ready to go.
Here I come.
Let me help. Power of light.
Dragon
All
Sword.
right, let me at
I
him.
don't know what I'd do with it.
Back up real quick and give us a little. Oops, not that. An apple. Ooh. Probably need to buy more.
I really don't.
None shall escape my judgment.
Stop doing whatever it is you're doing.
First strike. Watch this.
Take this.
Did you hear it now?
You may be strong,
Damn.
but I'll never back down.
Here, let me help.
you
First aid. On guard. Freezing storm.
Super swallow. Oh, now you're talking.
Their arcs were interrupted.
I'm going to need to use all the healing arts.
All right, let me
Just
at
get
you.
in there.
No escape.
All right, let me at him.
Sword Rain Alpha.
Down.
Inferno punch.
Let's
gets
get
by
some
me.
damage in there.
Rending blast.
I'm out here.
Take this.
Honestly, that wasn't as much as I was hoping. Get out of there. I think that's a move.
Inferno crossing.
You're mine.
Super swallow.
No escape.
All right, maybe we were a little low level to take this on.
Ignite.
But you'd think with it being something weakened by fire.
Take this. No escape.
And just like that,
In the
I'm
sky,
back in
come
it.
on. Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Can't be happening.
Time to shine. Far enough.
Not what I meant to do.
Not on my
No, and I was too late.
I'm in the groove.
Okay, I want you and you to
Take
swap.
this. Take this. Glimmer drop.
Take this.
You hear it now. Resuscitation. Shine. Radiant light.
What was I thinking?
Oh no! Okay, that move goes twice. I need to
Save you from
remember that that's how it works.
This can't be happening.
Oh boy, alright, things are getting bad.
Your lordship? And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey. let's
Shut
not
up,
be
that's your
hasty.
favorite line, Alphen just screaming. I think I remember you saying that there was a really fun late game only combat line. I'm guessing that's it. Oh yes, finally, asshole! Take a seat. That honestly didn't do as much as I hoped.
Your incantation. You must be tired of healing me.
Okay, we definitely need.
I'm merely doing what I can to help.
Glad you're on our
Cast.
side.
Outstanding form!
It's in your hands now.
No escape!
Try harder! Not a chance! My turn!
In the sky, it's
Solo dance!
resuscitation!
Not today! Hurricane!
Will this help?
No rest
Take
for
it!
the wicked.
Ready!
Death Blossom!
Healing circle!
There you go! I'm sorry to be a father.
We've
that.
all got enough on our plates.
Okay. Yes, ma'am!
Only getting started.
Go away! No escape!
Here's a healing arc.
Rising!
Yeah!
You're mine!
Watch it!
Fray.
Lol, look out! Don't get hit again!
Bathed in blood.
Render you bloody howling!
By the
Get away!
water. Lightning.
Negative date!
You're mine! No escape!
Stalagmite!
I'm going to
thrilling
use all the
performance.
power of my heat. Where are you going?
Bloody
Hold on
howling!
to your arc. Here I come.
Grab it, grab it, grab it. Don't let it cast. Yes, okay, cool.
Show you what my arc can do.
The fluidity of your movements is simply incredible.
To be let free!
Do whatever it's doing. Stop that.
I'm just getting started! Tempest!
You're mine!
I'm not done! Now you see what I can do! Down on the ground!
Okay. Weren't able to get
Swallow dance!
I'm going
Renwell
to
up
make
fast enough to stop the spell. Oh,
to
no!
accomplish this.
Eagle whistle! Do it!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
I'm not done!
First
All right.
aid.
Sword Ring Alpha!
Halfway there.
Luna Storm!
How's this? I'm only
Blending
getting started.
fire!
To the fray.
Assault! Denied!
That looks like a charge to me.
Clear for us a path!
Here comes a big one!
Gemini Aqua.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Whoa!
Not a chance!
That was a charge.
Burning super blaze of fear. Pierce evil. And freeze lancer.
Not my finest!
Is this
Ooh,
it?
no! Okay, hold on. Well, life bottle me.
Will this help?
My pride was my
She's
downfall.
resuscitating our other healer, which is what I was hoping for. Jeez. Totally, we're gonna need you to be a little bit better about keeping yourself out of danger. Okay, what's it doing now?
Here, let me help. Hold on to your arc. Here I come.
I really owe you one!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll bring you back from death's
Eagle
abyss.
Fly! Watch
Over
this!
there.
Swallow
Take
dance!
Bring
this!
you back from death's abyss.
I'm not done!
Nothing gets by me. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Start casting a spell or something. Do something that I can stun.
It's on!
Or this works.
Not today!
Show thy mystic mercy!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Wait for that to finish. Give us another orange gel. Oh, it's got its gel back up. Boom! Take a seat.
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
By the power of water.
Give it some damage. God, that feels good.
Shattering pieces!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
I'm not done!
Stay out, stay out.
What in the world?
Don't
I'm all right. I'm still standing.
You!
No, he's not. The game lied to me. I heard him say that, and I was like, cool, I don't have to worry about healing him.
What was I thinking?
Turns out I do.
Talon Hurricane!
I'm gonna stay. Whoa!
Try harder! Not a
Nice try, asshole!
You're mine! This ends now!
Alright, more Healy juice.
Eat this!
With my
Talon Hurricane!
I'm gonna need more than that.
Rip and tear!
Get up, get up, yeah.
Okay, here I go.
Here
Watch
comes
yourself.
something big!
Sense incredible power.
It's mine.
The flame inside
It didn't take it!
is yours to be let free.
Alright. Don't waste your focus attack or whatever it's called yet.
power of my
Boost
healing
attack.
arts to accomplish this.
Stay away from that.
Deity!
You know what? Take this time to just give us some more Healy juice.
We should do it. Not a chance. No escape.
Out of mode, so bop, bop, down.
Dragon Swarm.
I'm on it! Hurricane!
I think this is like my most powerful one.
Eagle Fly!
also takes the longest.
Yeah, appreciate
Thank you for the healing,
concern.
Dohalim.
Our comrades need our abilities to survive.
Behind him. Pretty sure this
No
way
one
let me
is
hit.
dying on our watch.
I couldn't make it in time.
You're mine! Strike!
Oh, we got this. We got this. Everything's fine.
I'll bring back from ready. I'll bring you back
Bloody
from death's
howling.
abyss.
I'm not
Far enough. Resuscitate can't be happening. Ready to go.
Sword Rain Alpha! Try this! First try!
Shattering the pieces.
Blending
Glacial spear.
Try
Yes,
harder!
I've let you all
Such
down.
unadulterated fury.
Okay, I'll just like bottle myself.
It's
I'll
gonna
bring you
attack!
back to right. Watch out. Not on my watch.
Too late.
Resuscitation. Water. Hear my call. If it's in the sky, it's mine.
Regenerate! I'm just getting started!
Arts of being interrupted.
Ooh, to stay out of that, 'cause that's looking like madness. I was dodging, game. You lie. Nah. Prepare to revive.
I'll bring you back from death.
Back
to
to
abyss.
Smash you!
be him. Ooh,
Sorry.
cool. I didn't realize his
wouldn't wanna
barrier was
you
back
out.
up.
What are friends for? We can't depend on one another.
You're right. I'll bear that in mind.
Dragon Swarm!
It's in your hands now.
None shall escape my judgment.
Not my finest. I can't move.
Damn it. I'm not there to control him for 1 second, and he drops himself. Okay. Too many people are dead. I need to get someone's back up.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
Cool. Orange Joe back up.
Art expert coming through. Healing. What the?
You!
Definitely need a healer to be alive.
Stay away from my friends!
Ray.
No, now it's not the time for you to be casting spells.
I'll bring
Or like offense spells, I mean. You know what? Don't use it on Doalim. I hope you're doing it.
This can't be happening.
Damn it.
Imbue this senseless soul with life! No escape!
Benediction light. Now we're never.
Not who I would have picked, Doalim, but okay.
They'll pay for this should do it!
I've let you all down.
That's why. That's why that would not be who I would have revived. Okay. Out of life bottles, we still have elixirs. Just do your spells, girl.
Try harder!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Correct. You know what? While you're doing that, I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of health.
Ready to go.
Oh shit, that's right. This game's weird in that characters can't use items on each other.
Not done yet!
Okay, let's just let him do whatever he's doing.
Let the marksman handle this.
I was really hoping you were going to opt to revive Doalim, girl.
Hey, Bolero! Death Blossom!
Resuscitation.
Try harder! My turn!
Not in your dreams. They're crumbling.
Now we beat the crap out of them.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
You like me?
no, I don't want to be there.
Death Blossom!
Right, there it is. That's found.
Ignite!
What?
Back to the fray.
It's in your hands now.
I can carve through armor.
Is this our last life bottle? Yes.
I can feel the medicine working.
Now escape! Dragon Swarm!
Resuscitation.
He's using all of our resources, but it's cool.
Rise and shine.
We've been waiting for this fight.
They smite me!
What a relief. I've let you all down.
You're mine! Sword Rain Alpha!
No, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there.
Dragon Swarm! Try this!
howling.
It's in your hands now.
Explosive Ring!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Coming through!
I should have done more arts to get the
No!
special ones, whatever.
Scarlet Inferno!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Art sealed. Resuscitation.
Cool.
I'm going
Please
to
don't
negate
die.
all the power of my
You're
healing.
mine!
Oh, I didn't realize how low my health was.
I'm on there!
Rise and shine.
Anything in armor. I've let you all down.
Here I come!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
It's so close, damn it. If we die here, I'll be pissed.
Propagated.
Oh yeah, you can't steal spells when they're in
No
overload.
rest for the wicked. Benediction light.
He's gonna charge at me. Wah! No! I was rolling, I swear!
Let me show you what my Rise and shine!
Nice orange gel.
Resurrection!
Ah! I swear I'm hitting R2 right when I should, and it doesn't work.
Ignite! Raging Luna Storm!
Go.
Ready and Alpha! Try this!
Lunar
Cure!
Corruption!
Burn! Rending Blast!
Lunar Blast!
You're mine!
This!
Strike!
That'll bring you down!
Dragon
I've let
Swarm!
you all down.
Sword Ray Alpha!
Show you what
Try
my art
this!
can do!
No!
Rise and
Get out of there, get out of there, get out
I'll
of
bring
there!
you back from death's abyss! Resuscitation!
Can you
Heart
take
seal!
that?
I can feel the medicine
Take
working.
this! Dragon Swarm!
Ready and ready!
Try
Healing
this!
circle!
won't save you! It's Rotating pile driver!
Searing flame!
Eat this! Burn in hell! That's enough!
I probably should have saved that.
Instant! Watch and This can't be happening!
mystic Dragon Swarm!
Anything in
Orange
order!
gel, so I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Now, watch yourself!
now!
Sense incredible power. Then tonight's meal is on you. He's trying to take us out.
You see, I will go quietly!
Just everyone hit it!
Nothing gets by me!
Can't get out of this!
Get away!
I'm on it!
No! Oh god. Okay, okay, okay. You know what? Now get me back up.
It's in here! Now I'm in the groove! Fairy circle! That freaking does it! Oh! Now I'm real mad!
Far enough!
I've let you all down.
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? We don't have... The only way to get CP back is with this, I'm pretty sure, unique item that we're not just going to be able to find more of. But I really don't want to have to do this all again.
This should do it!
There, so I'll give him that. And if I have to, I'll elixir Shion.
Imbue this
But
vanquished
hopefully... Oh! Didn't realize he was doing that.
Imbue this vanquished soul with resuscitation.
Yes, okay, cool. Alright, with that established...
That did it.
I can't lose!
Come at me, come at me, come at me.
My turn.
Mega Ray!
Vanquished soul with resuscitation.
I'm going to need to use
Oh!
Well, it's reeling.
This is
Take
it.
it down!
We did it. Game over, boy. Just take it off.
Chill.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Alright, first try. And it only got a little scary.
Huh? What's a letter doing in a place like this?
Hell if I know. I highly doubt that Zoogle was trying to guard it. Still, somebody must have left it for some...
Yeah, Shion only died 20 times. We're good. And we made sure we kept Law in the whole fight.
Law.
You're invited to Smash.
Huh? What's up?
Something up?
It's from my old man. My dear son,
You never had the
I wonder
makings
how
of a
things will
varsity
be
athlete.
between us by the time you read this.
In any case, I first want to congratulate
Your impression
you on
as
all that
ever
you've
is spot
accomplished.
on.
Making it this far requires a strong body, fine technique, an unwavering spirit, and most of all, friends that you can count on. If you have all of that, then I, as your father, have nothing to worry about. Those things together will always keep you on the right path. That brings me to what I really wish to discuss with you.
The birds and the bees.
As with all of us, there will someday come a time when you'll be a grown man who can and must think and act for himself. Whether you'll live in a world where blood will no longer be spilled between Danins and Renins, or when that day arrives, Nobody can say. But even if peace still eludes us then, you'll have to decide how to live in this world. Listen to others with an open heart, but don't be swept away by their words. Always live on your terms. One more thing. If I ever see you again, I hope to say this to you in person, but neither of us knows what tomorrow may bring. Know this. Whatever you think of me and what I've done, your mother and I love you very, very much.
Aww.
And there's nothing in this whole world that will ever change that. Your father, Zephyr.
Zephyr.
I can't believe he's only telling me all this after he's gone. What am I supposed to do with this?
Take its advice? I mean...
Zephyr once told me that living freely meant being your own master.
Being your own boss,
to make sure
setting
you
your
know
own
how you
hours,
felt one
working
way
your
or
own
another.
days.
What you do with that knowledge is up to you.
But that still doesn't explain why his father left that letter for him here, of all places.
Don't forget, we were led to this place.
Ooh, if this
We
leads
may
to a
well
new
get some
mystic art
answers
for
if we
Law,
go
that'd be
back to the
awesome.
source of
I didn't
all
even
this.
think about that. Alphen's the only one who has a second mystic art right now. I guarantee everyone else has to have a second one, right? There's no way they only gave everyone one. Hey, new Astral Flower, nice. SP for a couple people. I don't even remember what we have people learning. It's been a second. Hey, finally! I feel like we've sat on that one for a minute. What can we... Silver Marlin. Okay, we haven't found where that one is yet. I wonder if that one's at the one place that we can't get to because that slime boss was too hard, which that thing still outlevels us pretty significantly, so I don't know if we can run in there and get that yet. Havoc Thrust. Also, I saw people saying that the Hoodle popped up. I didn't even notice that, so that means there's a new owl in this realm. Let's get you... Ooh, he could have the best ground spell. Sure. Don't let me know. Don't like. I don't need to know how you get the mystic arts, but knowing they exist is enough for me. And I'm assuming it'll be something I'll probably mostly come across naturally, because I feel like I've been pretty diligent in this game. But okay, let's. Actually, you know what? I want to end this YouTube episode with something specific. So we'll come back for that owl. Don't worry, I'll remember it's there. Also, someone had asked for a costume change. I forgot. Let me go ahead and get that because they wanted to get rid of the angel wings and halos. So instead, he'll have bandage on his one eye, black bandage, and a crown. And you will have dogtail. Oops. Nope. Dogtail and frames. And you get retro sunglasses and a wolf tail. We'll just kind of just do it a little at random here. Swirly glasses. I don't want you to have that big. I don't like those big wings. They get in the way too much. I don't think you've ever worn a monocle, so you get one now.
We've reached our destination.
Look at that!
That's a
Who's
neat piece of
that?
gear you got
Who's
there.
that anime character? I've never met him.
Huh? Oh, you mean the blazing sword?
This is voice acting. Wait, are they gonna have Law and sword art guy talk in one scene?
That thing's
Kirito?
badass.
I knew his name.
I know a rare weapon when I see one.
I'm a bit of a gamer.
Please excuse him. He's
So does this mean this is all a video game? Is this not real?
Honestly, Kirito, if you want to strike up a conversation, you should introduce yourself first.
Oh, you're right. My bad. I'm Kirito.
Is that,
I'm a swordsman. Like you.
And I'm
Real
Asuna.
Asuna?
Nice to meet you.
Is this the dub voice you're used to?
I'm Alphen, and this is Shion. Nice to meet you too.
Kirito and Asuna. You two come here often?
Nope. This is our first time visiting.
How'd you get here?
He was curious about the place, so we decided to stop by and check it out.
Where are you from?
Curious. About training grounds?
I can see where he's coming from. They're a good place to test your strength without putting your neck on the line. So, were you able to get a good workout?
That was the plan, but honestly, I was hoping for something a little more tougher.
Oh, well, how's it going, fellas?
As far as training goes, Kirito prefers when it's a bit more challenging.
You must be pretty confident in your abilities.
If that's how you feel, why don't you two square off against us?
Are you guys ready? Are you ready to beat up Sword Art characters?
Hold on.
Or maybe get beat up
from?
by them? I don't know if this is something you're supposed to do post-game.
What's the harm? After all, we can still get stronger, right? And what better way than by sparring against other strong fighters like them? Besides, if these two are as good as they say, then I want to see what they're made of.
That's the part you're really interested
Plus, he's got
in,
a
isn't
hell
it?
of a cool jacket. I would love to wear it.
Fine. But this is just for training, okay? No fooling around. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. So, what do you think?
How about it, Asuna? You wanna?
Why bother asking? I can totally tell you've already made up your mind to.
Wait, is that supposed to be like a TOO2, or you've already made up your mind to fight them?
That obvious, huh? Okay, you're
I saw
on.
how it was spelled, but I don't know
You're
if that's
not gonna hold back on us or anything, are you?
No way. When we fight to win.
That's what I like to hear. See you guys inside.
All right.
Hey, she's pretty cute.
Who are you looking at? Quit gawking and let's go.
Ow!
Whoa. Oh, is that... Level 25? Oh. I think we'll be fine. Is this Sword Art music?
Yeah. No, hold back. Hey, is he always this eager when it comes to fighting?
Yep. That's how Kirito is.
I'm frozen. I was frozen today.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
I'll keep going as long as it takes.
I don't know if she has healing stuff, but I feel like she would. Wait, am I doing like no damage to her?
It
I
looks
was
like
seeing
we're
zeros.
They're not making this easy, are they?
Definitely not. They're strong, but we can still pull through.
Yeah. Let's show them what we're made of.
Having a party member dressed exactly the same as one of our opponents is messing with me a little bit.
I need to heal.
Now you see what I can do.
Art expert, coming through.
Watch this.
I'll take points.
Glacial speed. Damn, I can't find an opening with these two.
I know. They're completely in sync with one another.
It's like each of them.
Whatever
already
they're
knows
from
what
must
the
be
other will
really
make.
cool.
Yeah, but our team works nothing.
Why am I not doing damage to her?
Time for me to let
Where are you going? Right. I hope
Do I have to
you're ready.
beat up Kirito first?
eat this.
Sorry. I need to heal. Do it.
There we go.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade. First Look sharp. Not bad. Not bad at all. But I'm still in this to win. Wait, seriously? Two
I kind of
swords
wish
at
I
the
was
same
into
time?
Sword Art Online because I
I'm not
bet
about
I
to
would
back
think
down
this is
from a fight.
friggin' awesome.
Because I'm not
But as it
playing
stands,
to
I'm
hold
just like, you know, it's a cool fight. But if I cared about this property at all, I bet I'd be like, what?
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life. First strike.
I'm beating you up with your own
This
voice.
isn't over yet.
You okay to keep going? Take this.
Whoa!
He stopped it.
Damn!
I'm on it.
Not on my watch.
Alright, that was pretty
Thanks!
Next time, don't get cocky. Here they come.
I can't believe they managed to stop that.
The enemy's
Among
on the
other
ropes.
We've got him where we want him.
It's time to end this battle.
Strong.
Asuna, I need support. Time to
It's like you're telling me you've been holding back?
Me? You're wide open. Great. That means I can win you too.
Get toasty.
Burn strike.
Bop.
Next one.
And Asuna's dead.
It's up to you now.
Asuna, one down.
Great. Now to finish the job.
You're better than I expected. I'm on. Don't relax just yet. I'm in trouble.
Ow.
Call a
Ow.
doctor.
If there was one, we would have called it.
That's a good point.
This one's mine. Now I can let loose.
Don't
Thank
relax
you for all
just
your
yet.
help.
Please, don't mention it.
I'm glad to know someone's got it.
There we go.
Run well. Demons descend. Flashing fang.
Boom. We don't even get like a... Well, maybe we will after this. Because they're not even going to say anything after that. What do we get? Artifact. Mysterious inorganic cube. Touching it floods a person's mind with the memories of grand battles. Okay. Fought excellently. Da-da-da. Take this. Hey, free elixir. Thank you very much. Yeah, I killed them. They have nothing left
You
to
two
say.
are seriously impressive. I learned a lot.
Don't lie to them, Alphen. They're 20 levels lower than
too.
us.
I haven't had that much fun in a long time.
I've never seen arts like yours before. Where did you learn them?
The internet.
Well, you could say we're self-taught, I guess. We like to call our style of fighting the Einkrad style.
Einkrad style. Can't say I'm familiar with it.
More like Ein crap to me.
I'm not surprised. I'm pretty sure us two are the only ones here who use it.
So it must be
We're
pretty
kind of
rare, huh?
nerds.
You think it's something I could pick up?
I don't know, maybe. I'm not much of a teacher, though.
Well, there's no harm in trying. Besides, I bet you want to learn more about how they fight too, right?
Okay, then. Hope you don't mind the hands-on approach.
What? Are they joining the party?
I have to
party?
say, though, I can't believe how synchronized you two are when fighting.
Seriously? How did you get so good at coordinating your moves?
That's a good question. I guess it comes naturally from the two of us working together for so long.
She knows me so well, I can focus on whatever's in front of me during a fight.
Sounds like you two really trust one another.
You'd think so. But even after all we've been through together, there's still a lot Kirito hides from me.
You can learn all about it at Sword Art Online every Wednesday at 10 p.m. on
He's gone
Tuna.
and thrown himself into danger without even telling me.
Oh man, yeah, if they join our party, then it's just a big quadruple date.
Hey now.
Take it easy. I'm just kidding. Sort of.
Oh, man.
Sounds like Asuna's got her hands full.
You're one to talk. Remind me who's always getting himself into trouble again.
What? No, well... Yeah, okay.
Seriously.
I guess you and me are in the same boat, huh?
Tell me about it.
What was that?
What's that?
Nothing. I was just
Ooh, trouble
saying
in
how much I've
paradise.
learned from Kirito and Asuna today.
Well, as long as you got something out of it, I guess it was worthwhile.
It was good training for us, too. I'd love to spar with both of you again sometime.
If you ever feel like having a rematch, give us a shout. We'll be around.
Sounds good.
I have a feeling
Take
that's
care,
where
you
like
two.
the real fight is. If you turn Swordsman's memory on from the artifact effect list, you can change Alphen's mystic art. This can only be used once per battle and cannot be activated during the Centauria trainee fight. Oh, this is the weird mystic art where they join in. I can have that anywhere? Oh, that's silly. Well, we're definitely turning that on. There's no way in hell we're not gonna be having crazy anime cameo for every mystic art. Okay, it's already on. Cool. Hilarious.
I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Well, there you go. The unbeatable Kirito and Asuna beaten soundly. That's going to do it for this episode of Tales of Arise. Check it out next time. Thanks for coming! Didn't mean to shoot you there.